Hey friends, welcome to day 4 of our sourdough starter journey. So I have got her down off of the shelf, and I'm not sure if you can see, we were here and it's been 24 hours and now it's even with the top of this. Can you kind of see there? And we're going to take her little bonnet off. It smells, it's just an earthy smell. It just, I don't know. It's very just clean smelling. So you can see there, y'all can see all of this. So welcome to my life. This is pretty much how it looks every other day. And then it's clean every other day, but we'll clean it eventually. Anyway, we are here. I was trying to see, okay, yeah, it's still doing the, where it kind of bulges down to one side, but there are some good bubbles going on here. And today is, I'm gonna take this off just so you can see a little more kind of what we have here. And you can see it's kind of a little bit darker on the top, but nothing too bad. So, okay. So now I'll show you all first stir, and you can see it's kind of thick, gummy, slimy. Oh, and listen. I don't know. Yay! We're doing it. Okay, so today I'm gonna stir this up. Let me see if I can get you all. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know if my microphone is good enough for that, but you can hear all kinds of little air bubbles popping. Oh, and it starts to stink when you start, like, it's like a soury. I think it's a good sign, but it doesn't smell. It's not something I'd want to smell like all the time. Okay, so anyway, we're going to stir this. And then today we are discarding half because it is still not safe to use, to bake with, to eat, that kind of thing. So I'm going to just stir this all around, and then, and again, whenever I discard half, I'm just eyeballing. So I'm going to go over here and take about half. You can see now the little air bubbles are just kind of depleted, and there's none down in it compared to how it looked a second ago. So let me get rid of half and I'll be right back. Okay, so not sure if that's half, but I did make a complete disaster of the top of our jar. So once we're done, I'm going to take a paper towel and just kind of clean up the jar a little bit so I don't leave a lot of this dried stuff up around the top. But I'm trying to scrape it down so I can just kind of show you how much I left in here. Okay. So we are about at the 100 mark. Once all that's kind of scraped away, you can kind of see that's about where we are, is the 100. So yeah, see, I made a mess. But anyway, okay. So now we're going to stick it on the scale, and I'm going to pull y'all down here so you can see, because we're feeding 60 grams of water and 60 grams of, we're using our wheat flour. Same thing that we started with. I'm not switching anything whatsoever, staying completely the same so we can attempt to control this environment. So let's get our stuff added. So making sure y'all can kind of see what we're doing here. And okay, we have the water here. I kind of put, it's kind of cool in here, so I put it in the microwave for just like about 8 or 10 seconds just to kind of knock the chill off of it. It is not warm by a long shot. It's just not as cold as it was. So it's about tepid, I would say, like a good, it's not even as warm as a bath water. But anyway, just to knock the chill off and not be too much. So we're going to add our flour first. Our scale is already tared, and we're going to go to 60. And why not? Might as well. Let's take this off. So at least that won't count in our measurements, because that was a ton. Okay, so we're going to get to 60. Okay, we're on 40. And now, let's see. I don't know that there is a cleaner way to do this, so we're just gonna deal with this and go on. So we're at 50, 52. Okay, 56. And like some of the stuff that I've been reading says, you know, you don't have to be so stickler on it, and I'm sure you don't once you actually know what you're doing. But until then, okay, there we're at 60. I want to try to stay as close as possible. So, oh, I don't know. Should I stick that in? Okay, I'm just gonna pour this in. Okay, it didn't put us over. But I'm going to try to stay as close as possible to 60, just until we get started. So if we mess something up and we have to start over, we'll at least know that we were in a semi-controlled environment here for our little experiment situation. What are we on? 57. Okay, so we need 3 more grams. No, 58. So we need 2. Awesome. Okay. So I'm literally putting this in a drop at a time. Oh, don't turn off on me. Okay. There we go. Okay. So a little bit extra wouldn't be that big of a deal to worry about, but I don't want to go crazy. Okay, so now here's what we're looking like. So I'm going to stir this up, and yeah, see, because the sides are already like starting to dry, and I want to have it as clean as possible, because if we did all of this and then ended up with like mold, oh, it would just be heartbreaking. So I want to try to keep it as clean as possible in this jar, and then we'll get us another jar once we've got it. I figure about a week is what I was going to try to do, but at some point we're going to get another jar, because I'm not going to keep these sides like this. So whenever I put it over into another one, then we can just go back and forth that way. But again, we're going to stir, make sure there's no dry flour, incorporate a little bit of oxygen as we're stirring, so we can make sure it's all good to go. And scrape it down the sides. Scrapey, scrapey. Okay. And I'm going to, okay. Actually, I'm going to scrape again just to attempt to get the sides a little cleaner. Am I scraping? Why is my scrapey not? Okay. It felt like it was getting like caught or something. Okay, so that helps get some more off of it. So now I'm just gonna dobby in the middle, and try to get some of it off of my spatula so I'm not, because there's quite a bit actually on there, but okay. I think we're going to just call this a loss, and I'm going to sit over here for now, and then I'm going to clean this off. And we can put it, make sure that you don't put this down the drain because this is pretty much like glue at this point. So I'm going to rake off. If it was like warm outside, I would just go out there and spray it with the water hose. Not this, but like if I was, you know, doing the bread and all that stuff, rather than trying to figure out how to get it clean without it going down the drain, I would just take it out there and wash it. But okay, so I'm gonna just kind of wipe some of this out. Let me get another one. And that way, this jar I really like because I can pretty much get my hand in it and at least clean it up a little. That's not bad. So I'm okay with that. So this is the end of day 4, and we are, let me raise y'all back up. Okay, we are at 200 on this. Not sure if that even lines up with what it should be just for raising, doubling purposes. That's the only reason I said that, because I don't think measurement wise that it should make sense. But anyway, here we are. This is a whole learning experience. This is not so much a tutorial as it is a come with me while I get my sourdough starter started. So we are learning and doing together. And at some point, I would love to actually know enough to be able to kind of help troubleshoot and teach and that kind of thing. But for now, on day 4, here we are. We are going to put her bonnet back on and tuck her back in. She is good to go, and we'll see you tomorrow.